dinosaur spin. It'll dry eventually. It feels good on a cool Sunday night. Gets it out of your mouth, but it's just good. That epic battle was projected onto one of the world's largest 3D digital screens, standing 40 feet tall and 180 feet long. It was produced by Peter Jackson and the filmmakers over at Weta Digital. The filmmakers at Weta have won 5 Academy Awards and have worked on tiny little films you might have heard of, including King Kong, Avatar, and the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit trilogies. Here's a behind-the-scenes glance at how they made that ride.
With a project like the studio tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions, there's creatures coming at them, they're seeing Kong from this side and T-Rexes from the other side.
Working on a movie, we always know where people are looking. They're looking straight ahead, they're looking at the shot that we're working on.
Here you have to take into account that people are looking in all directions.
Also, one of the things about this ride, unlike the movies that we're used to working on, there's no cuts, because it's one giant shot. This tram that's driving along through Skull Island is where the camera's from. This ring represents where the screen is 10 meters away.
We're really creating about 50 minutes of a feature film. That amount of visual information, that number of pixels, and presenting them to the audience, it's a hell of a ride.
So you can take off your 3D glasses, but don't lose them. Hold on to them. You need them later on in the tour for Fast and Furious Supercharged. And speaking of Fast and Furious, in all of those films, all of those cars are what we call picture cars. And coming up on your left are some of the most famous picture cars ever to grace the screen. Some of these are just as famous as the actors who drove them.
Blues Brothers! Yo! They're at Comic-Con!
If you saw Jurassic World, you'll recognize the gyrosphere coming up on your left. My co-host Jimmy Fallon using the safety rules inside of that as well. It's a little homage to the studio tour. So some of those cars do still have engines in them and are still drivable, but some of them we've taken the engines out. We can't drive those anymore. Why would we do that to ourselves? Sometimes we just want the shell of the car. That way it's very light. We can throw it up in the air, flip it around, and manipulate it like we do in our Fast and Furious films. But also kind of like we do in our Jurassic Park films. Ooh, Jurassic Park, let's go there.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
The props and set pieces on either side of the tram were used in Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park films. Fans of the Lost World Jurassic Park might recognize the mobile lab unit that's to your left. That's the same one that dangled precariously over a cliff in the film The Lost World. And we do keep some dinosaurs back here, so keep your eyes peeled. They're in their cages. Oh, no they are not. Those cages are empty. Uh-oh.